Hello everyone. Welcome to From London with Love with me, Lin Clive, on ALB UK TV. Today we are joined by Amal Al Raisi, Omani fashion designers. Hello Amal.
Hi, Lynn.
How are you doing today?
Very good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm very happy to have you as my guest for today.
Thank you very much.
Amal, I want to start with you to introduce the modest fashion. So what does modest fashion mean?
I think the modest fashion has been a trend since a couple of years back, and it might be fashion is a cycle, so things are going back to, like, in the fashion industry, something is a trend now, then in a couple of years time it's back on fashion again. So modest was a trend sometimes back, and then things changed, then modest became a trend again. But I also think that big designers from all around the world has realized the importance of women from this region, and that the women are being so fashionable and with a high taste. So them wanting to tap into this market has made them maybe check what's the best to suit the culture.
Yeah, more for
And
Arab women.
exactly, something that suits the Arab culture, the Muslim culture, and tap into this market to to create designs that suits the culture.
Yeah, so modest fashion is more about covering, and in recent years, like if we look 60 years ago up to now, it was more about uncovering the skin until we reached a level now of the cycle is starting again. So it's what you're saying is like it's something we are seeing now more in even in Western fashion. So
True.
even international designers are going more into the modest fashion. So do you think that will make the modest fashion raise, like it will make it more global?
I think the way it's going now, it is. When you come to designers from this region, um, we don't like to call our fashion as modest fashion. It's just that, like when we come to my designs, I create two collections a year, and each collection consists of ready to wear and a capsule collection. So the ready to wear are separates and different designs that would suit any woman in any part of the world.
Yeah.
The capsule collection is more covered, more kaftanish and Arabic wear. So it's automatically more conservative.
Yeah, we will during the show see some of your amazing designs. I'm personally in love with your latest collection, and the colors. What are the sources of your inspiration?
Well, Oman is always my source of inspiration. Like, I started working in the industry for more than 14 years now, but sometimes back, like almost 7 years ago, I decided that I was ready to take this across the Omani borders. And I thought to do that, I should take something that makes me different than the others.
Yeah.
And this is my culture, because no one knows my Omani culture better than me. I don't want to go out, definitely my aim is international, and I'm working very hard towards that goal. But when I want to go international, I want to go with my roots.
Yeah.
I don't want to reach international levels just copying or trying to be others. I want my roots, and that's when I decided that Oman will always be my inspiration. So basically what I do is, in every season, I take a story from Oman. I would like
Yeah.
the world to know about it. Like, it's not obvious in the designs. Any woman can wear it, but when you hear the story behind the design, this might make anybody around the world interested to know more about whether it's a location in Oman, whether it's like a historical site, whether it's a story from history. So there's always something about Oman.
It's obvious, as Amal, you left your fingerprint in the fashion industry. When I was preparing for the show, I was looking to years of your collections, your interviews. So you definitely made your own way. And now for the new generation who wants to follow you, what would you advise them?
I think always try to work on what you believe in. Like always keep a DNA hard to show it to the world. Like don't get influenced by, there's so many things, like especially in this industry, there are so many influencers. So I think for someone to stay unique, you have to really understand what is the message that you want the world to know from your work.
Yeah.
And you should have your principles towards your goals without forgetting your roots.
That's very important. And you, as a busy lady, you balance between many things. So tell us about the challenges of being a fashion designer.
Well, it's a very busy industry. You have to keep updated. You have to know what's happening every now and then, and it involves a lot of traveling. And I'm a mother of three, so and family is something very important that I would never compromise on family.
Yeah.
But I think family support is very important. Like I couldn't have done all of this without the support of my family. I have a very understanding husband, and we share responsibilities, and he completely supports me when it comes to my passion. So without the support I got from him and from the rest of my family, this couldn't have been done. Like we all need a support system.
That's true. We always need support from friends, family, community,
Exactly.
partners, and it makes a huge difference, even if it is little support.
Definitely, definitely, yes.
Was being a fashion designer your dream career? Have you always wanted to be a fashion designer?
No, I never thought at any point that fashion would be a career. I always loved working with fabrics, with colors. I enjoyed going to designers with my mother when I was much younger, but I never thought that fashion would be a career to me. Like I've done business management, and when I graduated, I initially worked in a government office. And when I started working, I realized that this was not meant to be for me. So I decided to resign, and I thought I would leave the job, but until then, I started working to design outfits for friends and family. It started very small.
Like a hobby or
Exactly.
yeah.
I thought I would keep myself busy with this until I get the right job. And it's been almost 15 years since then.
Wow. So just like a little bit of giving time to your hobby, it changed it to a career.
Exactly. I realized that I really enjoy what I'm doing. It started very small, but then I started spending more and more hours. Initially I didn't have a workshop. I used to go to different workshops to get my designs implemented and done. Then I started a very small workshop. I started enjoying working in my workshop. I spend hours and hours, and I don't feel time. So I realized that this is what I should continue doing because I enjoy it, I love it, and I feel like
it's your passion.
Exactly. With every piece I make and with every compliment I get from a client, I really feel so happy. So I decided that this is what I really want to do.
And that took us to the journey of Dar Al Asil. So
Yes.
tell us more about it.
It started in 2000, beginning of 2007. I started with traditional Omani dresses. I had a very small workshop, and it started slowly expanding. Like back then, I didn't have the budget to promote the brand. So I used to work passionately for my client pieces. So I would always give a client more than what she was expecting,
Okay. Yeah.
which made her come back and recommend me to friends. And this
Have
is
a
how my
client base now.
yes, this is how
Yeah.
it grew up. Like clients, I started to have loyal clients from it started in Muscat, then it spread all around Oman. And Oman is like really big. So after a couple of years on doing this and having like really loyal clients, I decided that I always like to lift the bar. And I thought that it's my job to put Oman on the international fashion map. Like this industry is very important,
Yeah.
and I should start working on this and maybe influence others to follow me.
Yeah, what you're saying is 100% right, because fashion and society kind of goes hand in hand. Like fashion is a reflection of our society, and by you trying to put Oman on the map and in more internationally, it's like your message is huge, and I'm sure you're gonna be amazing, and I will see you internationally. So, what are the plans? Can you share more with us? What you plan for? To go like beyond the borders?
Well, we're soon launching the Dar Al Asil application, and sometimes back I've worked on a campaign that was called Proud to be Omani, where a number of Omani women from different fields were involved in this campaign. We started the campaign with producing tops that said proud to be Omani and proud to call Oman home for people who are living in Oman.
Yeah.
And now we're expanding this line into other products as well. The idea behind expanding the line is to empower women who are working from home. So there are a lot of women in Oman who work under different charity associations.
Yeah.
They do tailoring from home. So the idea is to expand the product line of Proud to be Omani and involve these women, and certain percentage of all the sale go to empower a new batch of women.
Oh, okay. So you have a reason behind it as well. So
Yes, definitely.
good luck with it. I'm looking forward to know more about it in time.
Thank
Now
you.
we talked about women who works from home. It can be because of the like COVID virus. It can be because just like that's their routine. But do you think that COVID now affected the fashion industry? And if it does, like to what extent?
Well, it definitely had affected. Like, I'm 100% sure that everyone is affected.
Yeah.
But it also have, like, I think fashion industry will slow down with all the effects happening from COVID. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but I would try to sustain the loyalty of my clients and provide everything possible. So many things were introduced because of COVID, online shopping,
Yeah.
deliveries, like everything to make a client shop conveniently.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
so it made us think out of the box, coming like in our case, we have offered our clients doorstep home services, free delivery, and that's the reason why we're launching the application
Yeah.
now. So I think the industry will slow down, but what happened all around forced us to think a bit out of the box and to think for online shopping faster.
So Amal, how do you think the fashion industry has evolved and changed?
It's definitely changing a lot. There is diversity. You see different model sizes nowadays. it's becoming more towards sustainable fashion as well. Sustainability is something that's we see more and more nowadays. Fashion designers are becoming more aware of the importance of doing sustainable fashion. And that's
Yes.
one of the reasons why fashion is slowing down.
And tell us more about your involvement in international fashion, previous involvements.
Well, one of the most important things that happened to my career was being a speaker. The Condé Nast luxury event happened back in 2017. And this opportunity opened up doors. So I was invited to Torino Fashion Week. I was invited to Paris Fashion Week. So I was in Paris Fashion Week and London Fashion Weekend a couple of times. And I really want to continue working during fashion weeks because this is the way to expand and this is the way to reach out to the international market.
We wish you all the luck and thank you so much for being my guest today. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you, Lin.